By the spring of 2014, it appeared the sun was prepared to shine on Kyrie Irving and the Cleveland Cavaliers once again. Not only had Irving emerged as one of the NBA's elite young players, but the Cavaliers seemingly finally had a plan. Cleveland had the #1 overall pick in the upcoming draft and bolstered enough cap space to potentially bring once favored son LeBron James home after his 4-year, 2-title detour with the Miami Heat. And depending on who you ask, said plan might have also involved Kansas men's basketball head coach Bill Self teaming up with LeBron and Irving. But first, let's back up and rewind to May 2010, when the Cavaliers fired head coach Mike Brown, who went 272 and 138 in 5 seasons with the team and reached the 2007 NBA Finals. Then, after 3 straight losing campaigns without LeBron James, the Cavaliers rehired Brown ahead of the 2013-14 season. Although the Cavaliers posted a 9-win improvement under Brown to open the reunion tour, it wasn't enough to earn him a second season. Cleveland fired him that May, only months after the organization dismissed general manager Chris Grant. Whoever took over the Cavaliers would inherit a team with Irving entrenched at point guard and another #1 overall pick, likely Kansas's Andrew Wiggins or Duke's Jabari Parker, set to arrive. As we now know, Cleveland wound up selecting Wiggins atop the 2014 draft. However, the Cavaliers clearly wanted to pair the former blue-chip prospect with Self, his college head coach. According to the Kansas City Star, Self admitted in July 2014 that the Cavaliers contacted him during their head coach search. At the time, though, Self declined to get into specifics about what those conversations entailed. Quote, "I talked to the Cavs people a lot throughout their evaluation process in the draft, but I'll just leave it at that," Self said. "That wasn't anything I wanted to become public, certainly, and they didn't either." End quote. It'd be another few years until we learned exactly what happened in those conversations. In his 2021 book, Built to Lose, Bleacher Report's Jake Fisher reported the Cavaliers outright offered Self the job. Cavaliers GM David Griffin spent so much time scouting Kansas stars Wiggins and Joel Embiid ahead of the 2014 draft that he reportedly wanted Self to follow one of the two to Cleveland. But Cleveland eventually settled on David Blatt, the reigning EuroLeague Coach of the Year, and hired the former Princeton point guard on June 20th. Although Blatt had never coached in the United States, he brought a wealth of knowledge and a winning resume to a team which had positioned itself to bring James home. Although the Cavaliers reached the NBA Finals in all 4 years during James's second stint, the team did most of its damage without Wiggins and Blatt. Cleveland traded Wiggins and 2013 #1 overall pick Anthony Bennett to the Minnesota Timberwolves in August 2014 for All-Star forward Kevin Love. And though Blatt reached the NBA Finals in his first season, Cleveland fired him on January 22, 2016. At the time, the Cavaliers' 30-11 record ranked first in the Eastern Conference. At least the organization offered him a championship ring after winning the finals in June. But what might have happened had Self joined the Cavaliers in 2014? Would the team have kept Wiggins and passed on acquiring Love? Might Cleveland have drafted Embiid instead, even knowing he'd miss his rookie season with a foot injury? If Self had insisted the Cavaliers retain Wiggins or Embiid, would the Timberwolves have accepted a trade built around Bennett and Dion Waiters? Or would Love have found himself playing for the Boston Celtics or Phoenix Suns in the fall of 2014? And perhaps most importantly, how would James and Self have meshed? Would the King have suggested the organization make a change sooner if he didn't believe the Kansas legend was a proper fit for the NBA? Here on Legacy Library, these are the chapters in sports we love exploring. Thank you for watching. Please like the video and subscribe, and make sure to stay tuned for more.